overcome them all. HopeNetwork.org/autism.
Behind bars, no one is ever really safe. For inmate Donovan Green, prison life has been a battle to survive.
Trouble can come from anywhere. Just take a spark and it can spread immediately.
He's about to find out there's one thing harder: life on the outside.
Gonna be struggles. I'm expecting it, so I'm gonna be prepared for whatever so it doesn't hurt too bad.
Finding work, facing family, confronting the past.
I'm trying my damnedest to do the right thing. I'm trying my damnedest to stay focused.
But most ex-cons wind up back inside.
You got a person coming out of prison that's trying to change life, trying to do right. But everybody want to close doors in this space. Eventually that dude gonna probably turn back to criminal activity because he can't get a break.
Survive as an ex-con, and he'll stay free. But even the slightest slip-up may send Donovan Green back behind bars for life. Donovan Green started running with the notorious Crips street gang at age 11. As an adult, carjacking and armed robbery landed him in prison twice. He's now nearing the end of 14 years inside. Donovan survived prison by being tougher than most and playing by unwritten rules.
I did what I felt I was taught and supposed to do to survive in prison. If you my homie, you my friend, I'm not gonna let you fight by yourself. You get into it with everybody, we all gonna get into it.
On the streets, he was known as a fighter. But with freedom just around the corner, violence is a last resort.
I don't look for violence anymore. I'm not desiring to be violent, but at the same time, if it comes, I don't fear violence.
For 14 years, he's readied himself for life on the outside, even getting a college education while in prison. Donovan wants one thing above all: to help his family and make them proud.
I don't want them to feel, okay, he's just a jailbird. For me, the definition of a man is a person that takes on responsibilities, takes care of his family. I'm trying to put myself in a position so when I get there, I can take care of them.
Donovan faces a tough road ahead. An ex-con from a family of ex-cons in need of a job and returning to the same mean streets he left. But Donovan has big expectations.
Man, I'm really free. After all these years, now it begins. Now everything I've worked hard for, planned for, now it's time to make it happen. And it's all on me. Whether I make it or don't, it's on me.
If Donovan fails under California's 3 strikes law, he could go back to prison for life. 2/3 of ex-cons end up back behind bars. Donovan's headed to his mother's house in Palmdale, a community on the outskirts of LA. Here, he'll face a family that's counting on him to succeed. He agrees to document his journey back into the free world with a home video camera.
He wanna get cute. There go mama. What's up, man? Yeah, good to see your ass.
His old friends welcome him back, but reality sets in quickly.
Bad news, dog. Maybe got killed. Oh yeah, I heard all that.
Even after years of preparation, Donovan isn't equipped for the changed world and the fast pace of life. And he's concerned about his family, especially his younger brother and sister. They followed the same path he did, into gangs, crime, and prison. And in just a few weeks, they'll be paroled. Donovan believes if he can get a job, he can keep his family out of trouble.
All these years, they've always seen something special in me. So now they're probably like, he's home now, he's getting ready to really do everything we know he's always been capable of doing. I want to provide for my family, and that's what I'm going to do.
But his first obligation is to his daughter, Eva. She was only 2 when Donovan got locked up. Eva's been living with her mom, Donovan's ex-wife.
Well, you know, after all these years, man, I'm just glad to be able to be home and finally get to see her and spend time with her and embrace her and do the fatherly thing, the father-daughter things that I've been missing over the years. I can't make up for what I lost, but, you know, I can move forward.
What is it?
In the last 14 years, Donovan has seen his daughter only once.
Oh my God. We surprised you?
Yes.
That's right.
When my father left, I was 2 years old. Now I am 16 years old. I was told that he was a good man and sometimes he could be a bad man. I did miss having him here because I would want to look over and be like, oh, dad. But then it's like, I don't have a dad there. So it's kind of hard.
Yeah, now we can do everything we want to do. As soon as I get all right on my feet, give me a job. So what you want to do first?
First, I need to get my phone bill paid.
There you go.
He's actually scrubbing the couch. He is scrubbing the couch. He is serious.
I've had very, very little sleep. And I guess that is also part of the adjustment process due to the fact I was in cages for almost 14 years. You know, usually I don't lay my head down until the door closes and locks.
They surprised me when he came home.
Things are so far technically advanced that I feel like I'm out of the Stone Age. These cell phones is crazy. They ring every minute, everybody got one. I'm like, I don't talk to people this much on the phone. Why don't y'all just give me a break? I don't even want to talk, yeah, but everybody wants to talk, so.
Donovan's first order of business, earning some money.
I ain't got no finance right now.
But before he can get a job, he needs an ID and driver's license.
I just need a job. Whatever it is, I don't care what it is. I just need something legitimate, something that I can feel like I'm making my own way and I can assist with those that's helping me. And the beginning stages of me getting anything is getting my identification.
Somebody need to give him some parole ID, because right now he's in violation.
Natasha Wembley, Donovan's future sister-in-law, tells him what he needs to do as an ex-con entering society.
If you just get this to the cop, how they gonna know that you're Donovan Green?
Natasha's been in prison 3 times herself and knows how hard it is to give up the criminal life.
I didn't start doing illegal things until maybe age 21. And from then I was introduced to credit card fraud and got greedy with it, went to prison 2 years, came home, stayed out maybe 3 months, went back to prison, did 5 years, came home, went back to prison, did 18 months. But this time when I came home, I stepped out of prison focused, got into Merritt College, and now I'm a paralegal. So whenever someone come out of prison, if I can help them any way I can, I really try.
Hit 0 the minute you hear him talk. Hit 0.
Natasha plans to marry Donovan's brother James when he gets out of prison in a few weeks' time. Until then, she'll help Donovan get back on his feet. But at the DMV, Donovan's faced with an unexpected setback.
Hey, you should have seen him.
Yeah, 4 or 5
Oh, you
pounds.
look totally different. You check the...
Yeah, I had our hair there.
Do you remember how you used to sing your name? Remember your old song? Oh, this was taken in 2001, though.
2001? I was in prison in 2001.
Yeah, it really doesn't look like you at all.
Okay, 2001, let's see where I was in 2001. 2001, I was in Salinas Valley. Yeah, I have different ones.
No, it's just like the first one. You've always signed your name away?
Over the years, I just make a scribble.
There's something opinion on it.
Okay.
No, go next picture.
What, has somebody else got a license in my name?
That I can't tell you. Because we don't know who's who.
Pop, how you doing? Oh, I don't know. I'm at DMV, right? Would you by any chance have a, because they want my birth certificate or something to prove who I am. Would you have a copy with you?
The picture we retrieved on the license is not true.
While he was in prison, someone got a license using Donovan's identity. For 14 years in the penitentiary, Donovan was a number. Now, according to the state of California, he doesn't even have a name.
Identity theft, that's the number one thing out now, and this is getting worse. But I know it's just the headache, the drama going through this stuff. Just gotta be patient.
Until the situation gets sorted out, Donovan can't get an ID. And without one, landing a legitimate job will be next to impossible. At home in the Los Angeles suburb of Palmdale, Donovan's old friends stop by to say hello.
I'm getting old.
Like Donovan and all the kids in the neighborhood, Tom Nunley joined a gang, the Bloods, when he was a boy.
Back when we was kids, we done everything that was against the law because that was fun. We never had to kill nobody when we were kids. No guns, just fists and small weapons, bottles and sticks and pipes and chains. Very seldom did we ever have to use guns up there. We stuck to the old school rules, you know.
After 5 years in prison for assault, Tom rebuilt his life. Now, he wants to help Donovan get his life on the right track.
Some people might want to help you in the wrong way. I'm trying to help him in the right way because I don't want to see him go back. And the first thing people want to do is they want to go, I'm going to go see all my homeboys first, then I'm going to look for a job. Well, by the time you get through the fifth homeboy, you might have picked up a sack of dope to sell from them or something like that. You know, I don't want to see him do that.
Tom needs help on a construction job and offers to take Donovan along.
I want to see him do good, and I want to help him any way I can, because I know how it feels to have no money in your pocket and no job.
So I appreciate this, need this job.
Donovan's last job was in prison.
Even my last job, I'm making, 13 cents an hour. So, you know, but everything I was doing, I was preparing, okay, when I get out, you know what I'm saying? If I got a good work ethic here, then I have one when I get out, because it's already instilled in me, you know what I mean? But I can't do this no more.
Tom's managed to stay out of prison for a long time and offers advice to Donovan on how to do the same.
It's been like 15 years.
Yeah, that's a good run. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, say that's 15 years from now. So.
Don't be hoping, man. Just do it, dude.
Oh, yeah, well, I ain't, you know.
The main thing is just to keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
If somebody do anything these days, you better not have a gun involved with it. You know the type of motherfuckers, they don't care about you, dude.
Oh, I know.
Come on down, let's go over here. You got 45 under the seat and everything. But what happens when you get pulled over?
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
You know?
And I can't even imagine that shit no more, man. I told myself, that's a wrap. That 14 years, that broke my back. I mean, I'm like, I'm cool.
That's a long time, huh?
Man.
Donovan, that's my boy. Looking good, he's healthy, smart as hell, too. I should have been in Donovan's place. All the stuff I did, and he'd do a couple of things, and it's over. 15, 14 years, you know? Back in the days, as me and Donovan together, we'd already been in something. Right now, we're a little older. We're just trying to do something positive, you know. We ain't got to go hurt nobody no more. It ain't fun no more, you know. You think back of the people you hurt and you're like, damn, why did I do that?
When Donovan went to prison, his younger brother and sister lost a father figure. Now he wants to make it up to them, and to his mother, Madeline. Religion helped Madeline to survive. When all of her kids were incarcerated, she stayed strong and held the family together.
My children straight off, but they're gonna get back on track right now. We might stumble a minute, but it's only a minute.
Now that she's about to have all her kids home from prison, her expectations are high.
My hope for my family is they get jobs and support their mother. That's what I'm hoping. I'm cooking hot water cornbread with green onions, fried riblets, and we have the macaroni and cheese in here, which is about ready to come out. I do this all the time.
When Madeline's youngest son and daughter get out of prison in a few weeks, she hopes the family will pull together, though there could be conflict after so many years apart.
Well, my daughter will be home on Wednesday. My baby son will be home on the 14th of February. Been there all weekend. When I had all 3 kids in prison, it was like, okay, I have to deal with it. And that's what I did. I sent everybody packages, sent everybody money orders, accepted everybody's calls, and that's how we survived. I stick by all of them. I'm not going to turn my back on them. Not ever.
As far as my family go, my mother the head, that's my queen, my heart. She's been through a lot. All her children convicts. So she's a strong woman. I know I've caused her pain by the decisions I made. She provided for me, she sacrificed for me, so I want to put myself in a position to be able to provide that for her.
But the work Tom gave him ran out a week ago, and Donovan doesn't have any leads for a full-time job. It occupies nearly all his time and energy.
When you come home, you have nothing. Nothing. Gotta start from scratch. Finding a job is not that easy. I'm trying to head forward in my life. Every day is a new day, and every day is a new opportunity. Eventually, something's gonna give. I have to have faith in that, because if I didn't, I'm subject to self-destruct.
He feels he owes it to Eva to provide for her.
That's me. She looked just like me.
The first night he was home, I let him go spend time with everybody else that was there too, but at the end he ended up spending time with me, and we stayed up until 5 o'clock talking. I told him the whole 14 years, all the stuff he missed, the bad things and the good things. From 2005 to 2007 was crazy.
Yeah, but it's a new day. I'm still here. Things can get better.
But sometimes I just keep a lot of stuff in, and then I don't tell nobody.
You'll be all right, though.
She's had a struggle of her own. You know, she told me, she said, Daddy, if you was here, these things wouldn't happen. And all I could tell her was, you're right. I accept blame.
This is crazy.
What?
Damn, you're grown on me. I asked, what you want? She's like, I want that father-daughter bond, so you got it. I can guarantee you something.
What?
If you spend as much time in a book as you do on that phone, you know what I mean, you will have straight A's. I'm gonna start monitoring all your work.
What you mean?
When it's due, what you've done, I'm gonna be all in your business.
Not in my diary. That's breaking an entry.
Eva wants to make sure that she never loses her father again.
I think I could help him by staying by his side and being there for him whenever he needs to talk. And, just keep an honest relationship. I know if I do my part, then he's not going to go back.
She also knows that with one false move, Donovan could return to prison for life.
I don't ever see myself going back to the illegal aspects of life, I would destroy her and me, you know? She just got me back. That would really be like saying, you didn't love me because, you know, you had an opportunity to be with me and then you chose to do something else. She know what I want to do for her. Once the opportunity presents itself, I will take care of her.
But as the days pass, Donovan still doesn't have a job and can't come through for Eva as he'd like.
The other day, my daughter wanted to go to the dollar movie. And financially, I couldn't even afford to send her to the dollar movie. And that in itself really made me feel at my lowest point since I've been home. And it hurt. I'm trying my damnedest to do the right thing. I'm trying my damnedest to stay focused.
But Donovan's already strapped, and his responsibilities are about to grow. Tomorrow, his little sister LaToya comes home. Ex-con Donovan Green lays eyes on his baby sister for the first time in 14 years. LaToya just completed a 16-month sentence. As a child, she idolized Donovan, and when she became a mom, she named her son after him.
The last time I seen Donovan, I was 10 years old. He's my everything. The role he plays is like a savior. He keeps the family together.
I saved all your letters. All your letters. I have them all.
I have a criminal background. I was gangbanging once upon a time in my life. It led me to using PCP, which led me to burglaries, robbery, things like that. But I've always looked up to my brother. He can do no wrong in my eyes. Even though he's been gone 14 years, he's still the center of the family. He's my life. That's my big brother.
2 down, 1 to go. 2 down, 1 to go.
With his family responsibility growing, Donovan resorts to going door to door to find employment.
Right now, I would actually have liked to be and thought I possibly would be at least employed. I figured I would have a job. I would be further along than I am. And so it's a struggle, it's frustrating.
Yes, how you doing?
Yes.
Are you hiring? Can I get an application for a job?
We're not hiring right now. It's really slow.
Really slow? All right, thank you.
I'm an expat. I was gone 14 years. I don't have a lot of job experience. I'm not young. So nobody really want to take a chance on giving me an opportunity. But that doesn't mean I need to quit.
When he finds an opening, Donovan's forced to admit to his criminal past.
Have you ever worked for a tow company?
No, I haven't.
Okay. All right, well, what I would need is you to fill this out, bring back a DMV printout for the past 7 years, and then we go from there.
For the past 7 years. Okay, now if I, do y'all hire ex-felons, because, you know, I was incarcerated?
Okay, it's possible. Okay. We do a California Highway Patrol background check.
But it's not a total, just...
No, it's not a complete, you're out of here.
Okay.
You have any questions?
Yes. I'm ex-con. And so I was gone 14 years. I really have, other than my experience in incarcerated, now, years before I was incarcerated, I worked at Pizza Hut, but while I was incarcerated...
Write it down. Just write it down,
Okay, Donovan, you're looking for full-time,
Yes.
overtime.
Yes. Weekends and available. I just wanted to explain to you that, you know, due to my background, my past, you know, I understand that if you was to employ me, then, you know, anything go wrong, I'm not going to be looking at me first. You know what I mean? And I understand that. But actually, from my past, I'm trying harder than anyone else. You know what I mean? I'm going to work that much harder. I'm trying to prove myself. I got a lot to prove. I got a lot to lose.
As the rejections keep coming, Donovan struggles to keep it together.
I've been running into walls, and the only reason I'm bringing this to you because it's kind of bugging me. They stated to me that I don't qualify for their fit right now. Other than me being an ex-con, why wouldn't I qualify? You feel me? You know, I just felt that's kind of, excuse my language. But moving on. You got a person coming out of prison that's trying to change life, trying to do right, but everybody want to close doors in his face. What do you think eventually that dude gonna probably turn back to criminal activity because he can't get a break?
As a young gang member, frustration and anger led Donovan to commit crime.
I became to have a reputation of being a very good fighter, a robber, to be a dangerous individual. That was my reputation.
One night, he decided to carjack someone, all because of a flat tire.
It's about 10 o'clock at night. I'm in a nice residential district. So I'm knocking from door to door. I just need to use a jack.
But nobody wants to answer because Donovan is wearing gang-related clothing.
I'm gang attired. I got on gray khakis, blue shoes, blue sweatshirt. So everybody seems spooked and scared and mad, like, we don't have no phone, we ain't got no jack. So that pissed me off. I grab my gun, tell the people I'm with, wait right here, I'll be back. So I already placed in my mind, I'm gonna do a robbery. I'm gonna jack somebody for their car. Well, I take off walking, and I see these two guys. They drive up to the stop sign bumping rap music. So I said, hey man, can y'all give me a ride? And they're like, sure, get in. And they let me in. So when I got to the isolated area that I wanted, I pulled my gun out, told them to get out. Robberies are like a drug. It's very addictive because you get a sense of power. I'm the difference between life and death. I'm the difference between you making it home. You're gonna do what I say, or it's gonna end badly for you. See, the thing that I know about gang life now is that there's no pension plan, no health benefits. There's two outlets to gang life. The graveyard or the old folks home, which is called the penitentiary. I just want to be judged as the man that I am now, not the man that I used to be 10, 15, 20 years ago. I'm going to continue to knock on doors and hopefully one day, soon, somebody open it up and give me an opportunity.
But opportunity may not come fast enough. After being out of prison for weeks, ex-con Donovan Green doesn't have a job, and he's coming up short in fulfilling his roles as father, son, and big brother. Looking for a way to overcome his growing sense of failure, he goes with his mother to church.
Our church is a family, one big family that's trying to help him out. That's why I know he's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right.
He was wounded for our transgressions. So every time the world tells you that you're still guilty, no. He was wounded for our transgressions. Nothing is impossible. If you want to be powerful in God, it's available. If you want to do works of miracle, it's available. It's available. It's available. It's available.
I feel some emotion when I'm in here. Out there, I really don't, because, I still got penitentiary ways about myself, and I suppress a lot of emotion. A lot of things happen when a person's in prison. You lose family members, you lose relationships, you lose friends, and then you have the politics of the prison, you have the officers running in and out, dehumanize you on a regular basis, so you detach yourself emotionally in order to deal. So that's what I did. Now that I'm home, I still have that emotionalist part of me, but I actually came to church and felt emotion. I guess in ways it makes you feel human again.
through him. Thank you for filling him with the Holy Spirit. Thank you for doing unbelievable things through his life. Thank you. Fill him up, God. Fill him up, God. Fill him up. Fill him up. Fill him up. Fill him up.
But even in church, Donovan is thinking about the job search.
God bless you. Are you going to school now? School? I'm trying to find a job. That's my main thing. I've been trying to find a job. Financially, I'm unable to do for myself. Financially, I'm unable, to do anything. I make promises to individuals that, at this particular time I'm able to keep. It's frustrating because I try to be a man of my word. But God willing, everything will work out. The main thing is I have to stay free. I can't allow negative thoughts to enter my mind.
Unexpectedly, Donovan gets the chance to turn his past into something positive through a community outreach program.
If I can prevent even one person from going down the path and having to experience the trials and tribulations that I've experienced, then I feel I've made a difference and I've given back some of the things that I've taken in life.
He tries to convince a bunch of neighborhood kids not to make the same mistakes.
I hear some of y'all might be interested in the gang life and gang activity. I've been there. I just got through doing 14 years in the penitentiary, straight. One thing that kept me going on when I was in prison, I used to look at a lot of maps. Take a map and look at a map and see where you've been in this world. And you'll realize you ain't been nowhere and ain't seen nothing. I've never even been on a plane. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even been to a concert. You know what I mean? So, there's a lot of things in this world that I have yet to experience. The gang life, I know a lot of it is cool. We homies, we kicking it, but there's another side to it that is serious. It's life-threatening. If you make a bad decision, it's not just going to affect you. It's going to affect your family, your loved ones. They're going to be hurt. When I left the street, my daughter was 2 years old. My daughter's 16 now. You know what I mean? So I missed all them years. I wasn't there for her. My family, my little brothers, my sisters, I missed them. Life is choice. You know what I'm saying? You can take heed to what I'm saying. You can disregard what I'm saying. I'm just trying to be a person that, can give y'all a different outlook on life. And if any of y'all ever want to talk to me, any issues, any problems, if I can help you, then I'm here. And I don't care if you blood, crib, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying?
Donovan wishes he served as a positive role model years ago for his own family. The last time Donovan saw his brother James, he was 13 years old. Ever since, he's worried about him and felt guilt.
The lifestyle I lived, I regret it, true enough, you know what I mean? I feel that my choices had an effect on his choices. A lot of his choices was based on the choices that I made. He lost his father at his young age, so I was the man that he looked up to, and I was doing negative things. Hopefully, he can get his life on track like I'm trying to get mine.
In a matter of hours, he'll come face to face with the brother he left behind. Donovan's younger brother James is being released after his third prison stint. Donovan waits with anxiety, but for Natasha, the moment can't come soon enough.
I'm at Lancaster State Prison waiting on my fiance to get released from prison, and in less than 8 hours we'll be having our wedding. I'm anxious about tonight, and I just want to see his expression on his face tonight at the wedding because he don't know anything about a big wedding. Oh, we having a big ass wedding tonight. You look cute. Come on, we on a mission, a whole mission. Hi, Boo-Boo. Hi. Hi, Boo-Boo. I believe deep within that this is James' last time in prison. I could really say I don't think he's gonna ever return again. kid. Green kid. Stop. Green kid.
I've only been in prison 3 times. You know, the first time I went to prison, it was receiving stolen property of a firearm. The second time I went to prison, it was corporal injury spouse. The third time I went to prison was possession of a firearm.
James became a member of the Crips gang, just like the brother he looked up to.
Stress about nothing. We not finna stress about nothing right now.
Donovan's reputation on the streets before he went to prison carried a lot of weight. That's why I wanted to be like him. I wanted everybody to do me the way they did him. Gang life involving myself was stealing cars, going to parties, carrying guns, sagging our pants. We did a lot of things that we thought were macho. We lived a life of flashiness, you know, I'm harder than you, you harder than me, okay, you know, I'll meet you here. And, you know, bullets flying at parties and people getting killed.
James has been waiting for 14 years to confront Donovan for leaving him behind.
I kind of held it against him. I'm not gonna lie about that. When Donovan went to prison, it was like somebody dying, like your father passing, like, you know, somebody that you'll never see again. To me, at being 13, 14 years was a long time. You know, it seemed like that was life to me. Before Donovan went to prison, he was a backbone. He was strength. When we have problems, we go to him. You know, we call Donovan. When I was younger, I used to cry to him. You know, I remember one time when I found one of his guns, you know, and I was playing with it and went outside and shot it. And when he found out about it, you know, he wanted to strangle me. He did everything to make sure we all had, you know, but he took care of house and home. And, you know, that's what we respect about him.
That's your uncle. Babe, look at this birthday bike. Oh, they put some dogs on it. He can ride his bike now. Hey, big boy.
Shut up, man. Where my mama?
And asleep.
Go what?
What's up, Uncle Sam? That's Donovan.
What's up? Good? Man.
Look at you, skinny ass. Got you beat, man.
When I see my brother, it's like my whole mind erased. Basically, every grudge, every attitude, every smart mouth remark that I wanted to say, I can't do it. When I touched him, everything lifted up off my shoulders. It was like, I can do it now.
You gonna give me a hug? You want some money?
Yeah.
Want some money? Peanut, give me a head. Come here. You got a tattoo? Huh? You got a tattoo now, huh?
You got it out the way,
Huh?
It's unbelievable that he came home. You know, he's finally here. We're finally all together. Now that Donovan is home, I don't have to find love in the streets. I got it at home. I got it here with my family. So now I can honestly say I'm ready to move on.
James asks Donovan to be his best man in his wedding.
What time I got to be there? About 6.
We're not gonna bust no news.
I'll be back.
I have never been in a suit nor a tuxedo before in my life. This is absolutely the first time.
Hi.
Prison blues versus a tuxedo. It's night and day. To be in a suit and tie after all these years, it feels good. Feels like an accomplishment. I'm free.
It's too bad Coach joined you to one.
Oh, I'm happy. This is the first time all of them been together in 14 years. I asked the Lord to let them come home so I get to see them before I leave this earth, so I'm getting my wish. I know they will help me out. Donovan already said it was my turn. Because Donovan always says I'm his #1 lady, so prove it now.
It's a difference, you know, it's like when he left, I was a child, now he here, I'm a man, he's seen his brother get married. You know, I'm glad he's here, you know, he's gonna be my best man.
Glad to get the job done. But as far as my family go, you know, we family, but actually we strangers. It's an adjustment for everyone. You know what I mean? We have to relearn each other. Because in actuality, everybody has a different mentality. Everybody do things and view things differently. So everybody has to adjust.
Donovan's not planning on following in his little brother's footsteps anytime soon.
14 years of state penitentiary, coming out now to get with a committed relationship would be like taking off one pair of handcuffs and putting on another. This is a better man than me, because there's no way in hell I would come out of prison and marry you on the same day.
All right. Hold it, Tasha. Hold it now, like you.
You can come out from behind the walls and be successful in life. I done it. Donovan is gonna do it. James gonna do it. Toya's gonna do it.
I think Donovan has it. I think he has what it takes to live a good life and to make it. We need to be a family and be together instead of being in prison away from our mother and our kids. So, Lord's will, this is the last time for all three of us.
I present to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. James Williams.
My dad, I hope that he actually does good in life. And he gets a job, then he gets a good wife or girlfriend and live his life. But always have an extra spare room inside his house for me.
I am gonna make it because my motivation is myself, my daughter, my family. We are gonna make it as a whole. And I'm gonna lead the way.
"91 days after his release from prison, Donovan lands a full-time job. Donovan's doing construction. His old friend Tom used to work on the same crew.
It feels like an accomplishment, and a barrier has been broke through, and I'm making headway. Getting myself back into society's life and way of thinking and doing things. So, it's good. Makes a man feel like a man, y'all. I understand struggle. I've been at the bottom of the barrel. There's no way but up from it. I'm free, out of prison. I've moved up. So I can't complain about my struggle because even though I'm struggling, I'm free.
Support by the Hope Network Center for Autism. You can join us and be part of a mission that takes on the challenges, the barriers, the statistics, overcome them all. HopeNetwork.org/autism.
Behind bars, no one is ever really safe. For inmate Donovan Green, prison life has been a battle to survive.
Trouble can come from anywhere. Just take a spark and it can spread immediately.
He's about to find out there's one thing harder: life on the outside.
There's gonna be struggles. I'm expecting it, so I'm gonna be prepared for whatever so it doesn't hurt too bad.
Finding work, facing family, confronting the past.
I'm trying my damnedest to do the right thing. I'm trying my damnedest to stay focused.
But most ex-cons wind up back inside.
You got a person coming out of prison that's trying to change life, trying to do right. But everybody want to close doors in this space. Eventually that door gonna probably turn back to criminal activity because he can't get a break.
Survive as an ex-con, and he'll stay free. But even the slightest slip-up may send Donovan Green back behind bars for life. Donovan Green started running with the notorious Crips street gang at age 11. As an adult, carjacking and armed robbery landed him in prison. Twice. He's now nearing the end of 14 years inside. Donovan survived prison by being tougher than most and playing by unwritten rules.
I did what I felt I was taught and supposed to do to survive in prison. If you my homie, you my friend, I'm not gonna let you fight by yourself. You get into it with anybody, we all gonna get into it.
On the streets, he was known as a fighter. But with freedom just around the corner, violence is a last resort.
I don't look for violence anymore. I'm not desiring to be violent, but at the same time, if it comes, I don't fear violence.
For 14 years, he's readied himself for life on the outside, even getting a college education while in prison. Donovan wants one thing above all, to help his family and make them proud.
I don't want them to feel, okay, he's just a jailbird. For me, the definition of a man is a person that takes on responsibilities, takes care of his family. I'm trying to put myself in a position so when I get there, I can take care of them.
Donovan faces a tough road ahead. An ex-con from a family of ex-cons in need of a job and returning to the same mean streets he left. But Donovan has big expectations.
Man, I'm really free. After all these years, now it begins. Now everything I've worked hard for, planned for, now it's time to make it happen. And it's all on me. Whether I make it or don't, it's on me.
If Donovan fails under California's 3 strikes law, he could go back to prison for life. 2/3 of ex-cons end up back behind bars. Donovan's headed to his mother's house in Palmdale, a community on the outskirts of LA. Here, he'll face a family that's counting on him to succeed. He agrees to document his journey back into the free world with a home video camera.
He wanna get cute. There go mama.
What's up, man? Yeah, good to see your ass.
His old friends welcome him back, but reality sets in quickly.
That's a bad news,
Maybe got killed. Oh, yeah, I heard on
Even after years of preparation, Donovan isn't equipped for the changed world and the fast pace of life. And he's concerned about his family, especially his younger brother and sister. They follow the same path he did, into gangs, crime, and prison. And in just a few weeks, they'll be paroled. Donovan believes if he can get a job, he can keep his family out of trouble.
All these years, they've always seen something special in me. So now they're probably like, he's home now, he's ready to really do everything we know he's always been capable of doing. I want to provide for my family, and that's what I'm gonna do.
But his first obligation is to his daughter, Eva. She was only 2 when Donovan got locked up. Eva's been living with her mom, Donovan's ex-wife.
Well, you know, after all these years, man, I'm just glad to be able to be home and finally get to see her and spend time with her and embrace her and do the fatherly things, the father-daughter things that I've been missing over the years. I can't make up for what I lost, but, you know, I can move forward.
Who is it?
In the last 14 years, Donovan has seen his daughter only once.
Oh my God.
We surprised you?
Yes.
That's right.
When my father left, I was 2 years old. Now I am 16 years old. I was taught that he was a good man, and sometimes he could be a bad man. I did miss having him here because I would want to look over and be like, oh, dad. But then it's like, I don't have a dad there. So it's kind of hard.
Yeah, now we can do everything we want to do. As soon as I get all right on my feet, give me a job. So what you want to do first?
First, I need to get my phone bill paid.
There you go.
He's actually scrubbing the couch. He is scrubbing the couch. He is serious.
I've had very, very little sleep. And I guess that is also part of the adjustment process due to the fact I was in cages for almost 14 years. You know, usually I don't lay my head down until the door closes and locks.
They surprised me when he came home.
Things are so far technically advanced that I feel like I'm out of the Stone Age. The cell phones is crazy. They ring every minute. Everybody got one. I'm like, I don't talk to people this much on the phone. Just give me a break. I don't even want to talk. Yeah, but everybody wants to talk, so.
Donovan's first order of business, earning some money.
I ain't got no finance right now.
But before he can get a job, he needs an ID and driver's license.
I just need a job. Whatever it is. I don't care what it is. I just need something legitimate, something that I can feel like I'm making my own way and I can assist with those that's helping me. And the beginning stages of me getting anything is getting my identification.
Somebody need to give him some parole ID, because right now he's in violation.
Natasha Wembley, Donovan's future sister-in-law, tells him what he needs to do as an ex-con entering society.
If you just get us to the cop, how they gonna know that you're Donovan Green?
Natasha's